don't your hands hurt at the end of the day?
No, because they're used to it.
So I blew this up with the compressor to 100 pounds pressure, and it held for 15 minutes, which is a good sign. So all of my pipes are, all these fittings are secure, which is awesome. So the last thing we need to do is test the sewer pipes to make sure they're not leaking. And we have bought 3 different bladders to try to do this. You gotta stick the bladder down that hole and push it to the left and stop the water from flowing, and then fill all of the, I think I've explained this in the past, I won't do it again, but this is our last step, and hopefully we had to order yet another bladder that is coming in a couple of days, and we will revisit that at this job at that time. So I sanded this yesterday, and now I'm putting a coat of polyurethane on it, and it is really looking beautiful. This is hemlock that I milled from another, well, I didn't mill it. I sent it to a mill and they cut it, but that is gorgeous. This is gonna go on the inside of the door frame. Let me show you that. It's gonna go in here and in there. It's a very thick door because the cement is very thick, probably a foot thick. I think these are about 13 inches from here to here. When I say these, I'm talking about this hemlock, and there was splits in the end which we'll cut off, and I'll use it for something else. I don't know what, but I think that looks gorgeous. And this is a first coat, and the guy that's doing the door frame, he'll cut it all to size, assemble it, and then I'll put another coat on it. But at least the first coat will protect the wood somewhat. I don't know, I think it's beautiful. got such beautiful detail. And this is drying now. Once I paint it again, it'll show up more of that. That's the way it started out. So, there they are together. Beautiful. Very happy with that. The entrance. Virginia is organizing all the little pallet wood we have that we're going to use to assemble a shingle look on this part of the cabin. And also up at the peaks, we'll put it up there too. But right now she's separating out 13-inch, which is over here. And those are the very bottom ones. 12s will go on that pallet and 11s over there, and it will have a staggered look. I've talked about this in the past. I'll try to include a picture of it here now. This is a hot fire, burning scraps. I just wanted to point out that they did clean some of this river, but it still keeps purging stuff. You can see that white piece in the center there. That's part of a trailer from the campground, probably half a mile upriver. And there's more. There's some right there. It gets hung up on trees and rocks and stuff like that, and it stays there. And here comes a couple of pieces. See if I can film those coming down. It's tough to see. There's a big chunk of metal over there. It looks like something that came off a trailer. It just keeps purging. That's the way the land is until it's done. It doesn't want it. It's like a sore. Keeps healing from the inside out, and this is purging things from the inside out. This is the lower level, just past the woodshed. Shadows from the woodshed. We're talking about putting a little building down there or something, and a campfire. We'll see. We just don't know what we'll end up doing here. Having fun. This is some of that red fescue grass that's coming up nicely. I guess it'll go around the stones, I don't know. It's over there too. And hopefully it'll take root and secure things for this tree, because this tree got whacked. You can see the black things. That's where, we put some sealant on it to try to make sure it healed. We'll see if it works. You can see some grass coming up over there too. Right there. And down there. That's nice. Glad to see that. It's windy. putting up hurricane straps because we're expecting some very heavy winds. They were gonna leave, but we really wanted them to do this and they were very compliant. Very nice men.